we are, and welcome to Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
I'm Michael Mandel.
And here we are again on another wonderful Saturday morning on Channel 98.
We have our beads because we
Why?
just went through Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras week.
And we have a segment for you right now that we filmed discussing 4 different Mardi Gras drinks, 2 ways to make hurricanes, which is very popular down in New Orleans, where it's noted for Mardi Gras.
Is that the only place really where they celebrate Mardi Gras?
They celebrate in a town called El Paso. They celebrate it. They celebrate it here. They celebrated De La Vegas and Dublin's.
Now, why? Yeah, but it started in New Orleans, right?
Well, it's a bigger thing because they do those great parades and stuff. And
yeah.
Because if you lift your top and you're a girl,
yes.
They'll throw you beads, and that's how we got all these beads, by
lifting our tops
and making believe we're girls.
Now,
well, for you.
Now, drinks are a big deal down there for Mardi Gras.
Yes.
And
the big one's a hurricane.
The hurricane is a big famous drink down there at Pat O'Brien's.
We'll tell you about that in the special segment, as well as what Mark calls the Ramos Gin Fizz, what I call the Ramos Gin Fizz, and we're going to do 2 variations on that. We'll do 2 variations on the hurricane. And do we have any other graphics?
We have some drink graphics.
Oh, okay. After those, we'll just go into our segment with the drinks.
Now we've got 4 drinks coming up that we tasted for Mardi Gras.
Yes.
And so let's roll that in right now. And
after these drinks,
it'll be self-explanatory.
Those look great, don't they?
I wish I had one right now.
Yes, we'll have time. This is a good sequence here. Well, we'll see you after our discussion of drinks.
Well, as we just saw in the close-up of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients in this version of a Mardi Gras hurricane.
Yes, plus we also have orange juice in here, which we don't care about because they all look different. So
this drink is about half orange juice and half everything else that you see in front of you.
Even though there's a lot of booze in here, there's 1.5 ounces of each of these gins. This dark
rums.
Rums. I keep saying gins. Oh, where's the white rum? I will show you the white rum in the next shot because we're going to do. There's so many different recipes for hurricanes. There is no one set thing except maybe that it has rum. I have a bunch here.
Well, let's talk about this one. This particular drink has 1.5 ounces of dark rum, 1.5 ounces of light rum,
which is there.
1.5 ounces.
No, 1 ounce. 1 ounce,
1 ounce
of
gin,
which is what I always say. Amaretto.
1/4 ounce of
amaretto. Or 1/2 ounce of amaretto.
Yes.
And
how much blood orange?
This is an interesting. There is usually amaretto and all this stuff here, and some sort of citrus. This is new. It's come out on the market recently. Salerno. It's a blood orange liqueur invented by the guy who made Hendrick's gin. And I just did 1/2 ounce of that, and it gives it such a nice bite. It works with the amaretto. We don't know yet because we didn't taste it, so we're going to taste these now.
And then we tossed in just a drop or 2 of Rose's grenadine.
It seems
syrup.
that grenadine is almost involved in all of these things. One of the things that's involved is passion fruit juice, which you can't find in town that I can find. So we didn't do any of the recipes that need passion fruit. Now you can usually use pineapple, orange, lemon.
We're going to taste our concoction.
It smells good.
Man, that is good.
Yes.
Chilled, over ice,
chilled,
shaken, and then strained. But this would be good on the rocks too.
Yeah, I think you can do it on the rocks. Overwhelming amaretto, but it's nicely balanced by this Salerno blood orange liqueur.
We tried this without the Salerno first, and it was good. The amaretto was the signature flavor, really.
Amaretto.
But then when we added the Salerno blood orange, it balanced it out.
It's a very mellow, soft drink. I mean, there's so much orange juice in here. You should have this for breakfast.
Yeah.
You should have it for breakfast because it's healthy.
But don't forget, it's not just for breakfast anymore.
Gin, rum. Tastes good.
You could drink a lot of these fast
and not even know it. If you put ice in it, and a lot of these drinks also get soda water in, so that sort of adds to its bubbliness and the amount of water as opposed to alcohol that you have. The funny thing about when you start putting bubbly club soda or something in, you're liable to drink more just because it's more thirst quenching. So you still get drunk. Watch it. It's Mardi Gras, you know.
Right.
Have your hurricane. We're going to take a break and come back
with our next drink selection.
Right after this.
Drink number 2 for Mardi Gras.
This apparently is from Pat O'Brien's in New Orleans. This recipe is what they said. And Pat O'Brien's is supposed to be the place that
Hurricane
was invented. We did the video jerk one because that seemed weird. And Mark doesn't like pineapple juice. So this one would be perhaps the biblical one because it goes back to Pat O'Brien. And the main ingredient is a little bit of pineapple juice. Vodka, of all things, we use Sobieski because it's very available in town and reasonable. The Myers rum we're using this as the light rum. This is, Myers, everybody's used to, the dark Jamaican rum, but this is platinum white. Oh, we use only the best when we're getting drunk. Something everybody has, triple sec. You can get this.
People use that for margaritas a lot.
Yeah. So, you know what? The Hurricane is variation on margarita. All drinks are variation on the same thing, really.
Yes.
And as in the previous Hurricane, we have Amaretto. Or as Wallace said, Amaretto. Remember that?
No.
Dinner with Andre.
Oh, yes.
And, of course, the ubiquitous grenadine. You always, for some reason, put grenadine in. It's a little sweetness. It's made with, this is made with artificial flavor, probably.
High fructose corn syrup, sadly.
It's supposed to be sort of pomegranate syrup.
That's the color that you see in the
picture in like a
sunshine.
Yes,
tequila sunrise.
Tequila sunrise. So the thing about this one is you float a dark rum. It's supposed to be 151 rum. Many of the books say 151 rum is a thing that gets you drunk, and well it should. But this
instead,
is
we're going to
do a little
40
Kraken
proof.
Floating on top. We'll see if it floats.
Well, the 151 does, I think, because of all the alcohol.
Oh, probably.
How much are you supposed to put on? According to the recipe, Michael.
It says a float of...
Oh, that's right, a float.
It is floating. Look, it's floating.
It is. And it'll float to the top. You see a kind of a dark rim. So that'll be the first flavor you get, I suspect.
Yeah. Let's see.
You already started drinking yours? Yeah, I think you did. You couldn't wait.
Yeah. No, I didn't drink this. So we're going to see what this is like.
Let's see how it is.
Cheers, right?
First thing
Smells
you smell
good. Pineapple.
is rum and pineapple.
Man. Oh.
The pineapple overpowers everything.
No, the Kraken. You want some more Kraken rum? I love Kraken. You know why? It's got a picture of an octopus or a squid. No, it's an octopus.
It's a giant octopus.
And they're fun. This is a fun rum to be drinking. What do you think of this one?
I like this. It's quite a bit different from the previous Hurricane that we sampled.
You know, there's an underpalate of the Amaretto.
There is.
Grenadine. The vodka must lighten it up.
All that grenadine does is add a sousant of sweetness and a bit of color.
And you could probably do the same thing with simple syrup or maybe the agave syrup. Agave syrup is the new go-to sweetener. Because it's,
I like it.
Okay, you like this one better than the other one?
No, this seems sweeter.
Well, we could go put some more Salerno in, and, that's blood orange liqueur all the time.
I don't like to be a slave to sweet drinks.
I like the combination of amaretto and pineapple.
I don't care for pineapple, but this is not bad at all.
It's pretty much covered up.
And I would drink this at any time.
And I'm thinking it's the Kraken that makes it palatable. So any dark rum, the dark rum, the go-to rum is, Myers 151 Dark, I would say, or whatever you got. This isn't bad.
So, Michael, since you bought a whole six-pack of pineapple juice,
I'm going to take back the other six.
Anytime you want to make these,
come over to my house and I'll do. Well, you don't like pina coladas?
Yeah, I do like a pina colada.
Pina coladas are good. So we're going. This is your basic beginning drink for Mardi Gras, the Hurricane. We're going to go to. We're not going to do the Ramos Gin Fizz because I don't have any orange water, but we're going to experiment with two gin fizzes. One that I saw on the internet that Charlotte Voisy, who's a really great mixologist, made up using creme de violette or a violet liqueur.
We have that, sort of.
And we're going to do that. And then we're going to try something new. And I'm thinking, and what made me think of this is it's Mardi Gras. The devil's around, you know, you're trying to get him off. So the other one is going to be made with absinthe. Because I've never made a... I'm thrilled.
He is.
Actually, Michael. But I'm also thrilled because I never made a gin fizz. And usually it's a Ramos Gin Fizz, which is made with the orange water. Charlotte Voisy from Small Screen on YouTube has this...
Famous mixologist.
Famous. And she substituted the orange water for this stuff. She uses a brand name creme de violette, but this is a creme de violette by Drouleau. And obviously, as the name suggests, it's the essence of
violets.
I thought violets. Oh, violets. Oh,
Violets,
okay.
Michael.
I'm all against violence, especially in the cinema.
Unless it's ultraviolet.
Yes. So one of the strong things is there is an egg white in this. We're sharing one drink because, you know, if we did one drink each, we'd be as drunk as we are now.
Not with this drink because it's pretty small.
It's a pretty small drink. So it's got one egg white. Mark has these homogenized egg whites, which
I buy them by the carton.
So you don't have to break an egg open and throw out the yolk. 1.5 ounces of gin. They suggest Hendrick's gin, but you know, the Violette, well, I don't know.
I don't think it really matters.
We have some fresh lemon juice, a little simple syrup. Simple syrup is 1 part sugar, 1 part water. Mix it together and, you know, boil
Heat
the
it
water.
up.
It's really easy to make. Don't go buy it unless you really want shishi simple syrup.
Yeah.
And a 1/4 part cream. And the thing that makes it a fizz is a little bit of soda water.
Fizzy water.
So Charlotte Voisy says put your soda water in first, gives it the fizz. And then we're going to pour it out.
At our main ingredient.
Hopefully I aim right.
Okay.
And here.
Now why are you straining it?
Strain it because when you shake it up, here, give me yours back. When you shake it up, you get a lot of broken ice.
Oh, you don't want little
And also,
shards.
as you saw before, if you're doing fresh lemon, which is what we did,
You get pulp.
you get pulp. You don't want pulp.
Okay.
Pulp should be a fiction. And
The coup de grace.
the coup de grace, you go like this. You take it and,
Ooh, I saw that.
okay, then it floats in, and I'll do a little. Then come out.
You get the oils, really, not so much
yes,
juice.
essential
it's
oils,
the essential
yes.
oils in the rind.
Ooh, it smells really
It
good.
really does, doesn't it? Okay. Wow.
Wow. Oh man, this is great.
That violet and the orange together?
It really works well. The orange helps a lot. And you know what? If you did the orange water in here, it wouldn't be. It would be
prefer
good.
this.
It would be good. But
This is more intense.
the violet, creme de violette, or you can use a bitter truth violet liqueur. It's not a lot of places you can get violet liqueur, but if you're in a big city, you know, like Vinton or Deming. Careful.
No. You use half and half, right?
Yes, I did. Oh, with pure cream, this would be.
This would be something.
Yes.
And then the egg whites give it a certain frothiness.
The egg white's good. You can't taste egg white.
No, you
But
get it.
it mellows the drink out, really.
It gives it a certain body.
Yeah. And it's not that alcoholic. This is like
No, it really isn't.
pretty much a little bit of gin and a
Well,
lot of lemon juice.
We didn't make a large one. You know, this was a very small
Yeah, we're
drink
just
on our
sharing
behalf.
one. So what we're going to do after we get out from this shot, we're going to try one. This is for my benefit. I want to try one with, instead of creme de violette, we're going to try it with absinthe. That sort of makes it one of my favorite drinks is the Corpse Reviver #2.
Yes.
Which is gin, Cointreau, lemon juice, and what else? Oh, Lillet. We're not going to do that. So, but it does use a few drops of absinthe. And what I think it's going to do is do a Corpse Reviver gin fizz. So we're going to come back and taste that in
Okay.
front of you and see how that works.
Down the hatch. It's It's a very tasty drink. Well, here we are, part 4.
Part 4, or part 2 of the Ramos Gin Fizz variations.
Why Ramos?
There's a guy named Ramos who used the orange water flower in a hotel in New Orleans, and it's a great drink. I mean, it's a weird, you know.
How do you spell Ramos?
R-A-M-O-S.
You mean Ramos?
I'm not from here.
Well, I am.
Yeah, well, you're good.
Sounds like Ramos
Okay,
to me.
so we just did the creme de violette variation by Charlotte Voisy, and now we're doing. This is basically the alcohol that we're using,
Yeah.
and
Gin and the dreaded.
I am doing what he doesn't like, absinthe. I don't know why he doesn't like it, because he was a relative of Picasso, and you know those guys got drunk a lot. So to start this off, hopefully we're teaching you your Ramos Gin Fizz variations.
We start with
off
soda
with a
water.
little fizz. You know, you
That
couldn't-
much?
Okay, a little more.
I think so. Just a little bit more. Okay.
All this does is give it a little. It gives the fizz to the Ramos Fizz.
Wouldn't be gin fizz without it.
But the exciting part, as you may remember from our previous segment on the creme de violette fizz, we start with an egg white. We do gin. They suggest Hendrick's gin. You could use whatever gin you want because it all makes it taste different. We're using this, you know, absinthe for years was anathema. It was banned. It wasn't even around. This one,
because it was abused.
well, you know, they said it caused insanity, but it caused insanity because it has a really high alcohol content. The wormwood doesn't produce the hallucinogens that people thought it did. So that's good, isn't it?
Or is it?
Yes, I don't know. Well, we're going to try this. I thought it'd be good to have something with wild, wicked things because they had absinthe in New Orleans. It's a very Mardi Gras type thing. The other stuff in here, once again, is lemon juice, simple syrup, which is a standard, and a little bit of cream,
Not to mention the egg whites.
which is in the beginning.
Yes. Okay.
You do a dry shake without ice cubes in the beginning, and ooh, got a little bit here.
It's okay.
We don't want to cheat anybody here.
What's the matter? Word, you can't finish it?
Yeah, I don't want to leave any over, you know, because nobody's going to drink it. And once again,
Here
the
we go.
fun part:
The
the
squirt.
squirt of
Lemon essence. Hey,
orange essence.
There, you
There
go.
it goes. I saw that. Did you hit it? So I hit the thing.
I'm glad it didn't
Hey,
hit me in
look
the
closely.
eye.
Hit you in the eye. There
Yeah,
you go.
Yeah.
Cheers once again. When you do the peel, you have a flame under it.
Oh,
So it
it
burns and it falls down, so you have a burnt orangey thing.
Burnt orange.
We there?
And we're back.
Oh, that's, yeah, we went through a dark hole. Those
We had
gin
a-
fizzes were great.
We had a booze blackout there for a second, but anyway, Mardi Gras drinks actually are endless, and there's multiple variations on the famous hurricane itself. We did a couple of them, plus the Ramos Fizzes, a couple of variations on that.
Next week, we're going to try to do famous St. Patty Day drinks.
Right.
But we're taking a break now.
And we'll be back to talk more about Mardi Gras if we haven't already beaten it to death, and a lot of other
Welcome to La
interesting
Buena
things.
Vida Women's Club, located away from the crowds but close to home. Come in throughout the day for Jazzercise, the world's dance fitness leader for nearly 40 years. Treat yourself to a relaxing massage, or unwind in the lounge area or outside on the balcony with friends. La Buena Vida Women's Club, located and designed with women in mind. For information, call Diane at 650-9721.
Hey, you, come here. Do you want to know the news? The Lost Cruises channel is now on 7 days a week, so keep it right here.
Celebrate, celebrate, Fiesta Motors.
Come and see us today and discover why our service is second to none. In business for over 17 years, we have the right car for you. When you buy a vehicle from Fiesta Motors, we do everything possible to ensure your satisfaction. Located at the corner of El Paseo and Main. See you there.
Celebrate, Fiesta Motors. Where buying a car is always a celebration.
Crossed arms.
All right, we're back after the break.
We
Thanks
are.
for joining us right here on Double Talk, Mark and Mike.
Still in our Mardi Gras costumes.
It's Mardi Gras week. We can't get away from it. So
Yes. It's actually Lent right now. So
Lent's going on. What did you give up, Michael, for Jewish Lent?
I didn't give anything up. I lent people some books.
You lent books?
I lent
Well, that's
books.
good.
That's why it's called Lent.
You know, I found out never lend books and records out because you never get them back.
That's true. And I also find you shouldn't lend bottles of whiskey to people.
Why not?
Well, they come back, but there's nothing in them.
Well, you get the bottle back anyway.
Yeah, and I like bottles. So.
No, actually, it's a gift. You just give
That's
the bottle.
it. Giving, that's what holiness is.
Because
Giving.
it's better to give than to receive, I feel.
That's true.
Unless you're the one receiving.
So if I
then
give
it's
you a
good.
punch and you're receiving it, that's good, huh?
Well, if a bottle of whiskey comes with it.
Okay, that'll work. We have only a few minutes to tie up this wonderful weekend that's in process now. But first, if you are watching this TV show while you're driving, just remember you shouldn't be texting.
Or talking on the phone.
But you could be watching the show on
That's okay,
That's
apparently.
not
There's no
illegal.
law against that. But don't do it on your phone.
See, that's Susana Martinez's texting finger.
Right? And she signed the new law that says that outlaws completely texting and talking on the phone while driving. It used to be you could not do that in Las Cruces, but you could do it in Mesilla and other parts of the county.
The rest of the state.
Now it's statewide.
Which is good, because really, we can barely drive without doing texting and cell phoning, and
Especially if you're drunk.
although I think you can play, what is it, Candy Crush?
Candy Crush while
I think
driving?
you can do that while you're driving.
I think
What is it?
Angry Birds?
Angry Birds?
Floppy Birds.
How
So-
about Frog Hopper, that one? Hopper.
So anyway,
Don't do that.
now speaking of the law,
More law?
the
What do you got else?
registration is now open for the Las Cruces Police Academy. There's you see the Police Academy bunch right there.
Is that the movie?
They're kind of a step up from the Las Cruces Police Department.
Is that the movie?
Yeah, it's a movie.
There's a movie, Police
Yeah.
Academy.
But,
Yeah.
6 of them, I think.
Yeah.
And so if you want to join the Las Cruces Police Department or other local law enforcement agencies, you have to go through the Police Academy. Now, it takes, I think, 16, 17 weeks to go through the academy. You have to be in pretty good physical shape, though. And if you want to try it out, they have physical training practices
Really?
prior to the sign-up. So if you want to go out to Las Cruces High School, 8 o'clock in the morning, you can go at March 15th and 29th and April 12th and 26th at 8 o'clock at Las Cruces High School track. And you will see what kind of physical shape you need to be in to get into the police academy.
But before you do that, you have to call us to ask for permission, because everybody has to come through us. Remember, they said we're the ones who are going to, tell who gets into police academy. So don't forget to do that. Call that number down on your screen,
So, and
which isn't on your
and
screen.
if you make it through that, then you can survive for St. Patty's Day coming up next week
Yay!
on the 17th.
Isn't it funny? Mardi Gras, you have this wild party. Then you go into Lent. As soon as Lent starts, St. Patty's Day is there.
There we go.
One thing you shouldn't do for Lent is give up beer
Or Irish whiskey.
or anything green.
Well, when does Lent end?
In Easter.
Easter?
Yes, it's 40 days
that's right.
between.
Oh, yeah, 40 days.
40 days, half November.
I see.
I think there's only 1 month at half it,
So,
because it's a really long month. It seems like endless. Yes, so
So-
for St. Patrick's Day, we're thinking, we have not yet decided what we're going to taste, because the first year we thought
did
about
Irish
this. We
whiskey.
did Irish
Yeah.
whiskey. The next year we did the Paddy cocktail, which is Irish whiskey and vermouth. And I will be researching them, and we'll do some weird drink for St. Patrick's Day.
yeah, we'll do something as we always do because we're crazy foodie taster type of people here.
Yeah.
And so anyway, that'll be on next week's show. Now, you can
What's
get
next?
drinks at the bowling alley. They have a bar there. They have 2 bars at the current
We
bowling
have a bowling alley?
We have a bowling alley.
You go bowling or
And-
just go drinking?
Well,
Either way.
whatever. And I understand that there's going to be a new bowling alley coming to Las Cruces.
What? Where did you understand that?
Well, the manager of the old bowling alley has been in talks with the people who want to build a new bowling alley in Las Cruces.
And get rid of
And,
this one?
I remember the day when there was 3 bowling alleys in Las Cruces, if you count the university bowling alley. Now we're down to 1.
I remember the day when I didn't even live in this town.
You can remember that far back?
Yes.
And yes,
Those were the days.
So-
3
so-
bowling alleys, because there's nothing else to do in this town.
there were 3 bowling alleys, and now we're down to 1 bowling alley. Well, if they build another bowling alley, it'll be the first bowling alley in Las Cruces that hasn't had a massacre in it.
The first
For a
new
long
one.
time.
The new one. But, people don't have to go bowling because they have Wii.
You have Wii bowling. Wii bowling.
Wii, and you have many other games on your computers. That's why people don't do anything anymore, because they're out doing things on their computer or in doing things on their computer.
Well, you want to get out to do things. You know what else this town could
Bowling
use?
is good.
Besides a bowling alley, what this town
What
could
else
use?
would this
How about a
town use?
skating rink? Roller skates. We used to have a roller skating rink.
We did, Tommy's, but you know.
No, there was another one out on Main Street, North Main Street.
Oh, well, we
After
also
that,
used to have that water
Longman?
park. We don't have a water park anymore either.
Right. How about an ice skating rink? Do you think that would go over?
No way.
What about laser tag?
A laser tag would be great, because this is a militant city, and people love shooting.
fire
and
stuff, yeah.
The only thing, you can have laser surgery done at the same time as
That's
you're doing
true.
laser tag, and that would be good. We do have paintball. People go out and
We
play
do?
paintball.
We used to have
Yes.
a paintball course. I don't
Did
think we have it anymore.
Do we ever do a show on paintball? I
Well,
think we did.
we sort of did years ago, but
So
I
you
don't
get
think
all
we have
dirty.
paintball anymore.
That stuff comes off with water.
It is water soluble. I would love to go
Shooting with her.
paintball. Do they have one in El Paso? They must. If
Yeah.
Sheldon Cooper can go play paintball, why can't we?
Yes. Well, Sheldon Cooper is in Los Angeles. That's where he is. So.
Pasadena.
Yeah, a suburb of
Pasadena.
Los Angeles. They probably have to play in Los Angeles.
Right. Now,
What is that? Spring? What's that? Oh, we're going to spring forward to the next thing.
That's right. Daylight savings time.
After we decide we have so many activities in Las Cruces, now we're going to lose an hour.
We gain an hour.
No, when
What,
you
we
spring
lose-
forward,
we
you
lose an hour of
hour.
sleep if we gain an hour of sunshine. So this Sunday,
Well, that's true.
Sunday morning at 2 o'clock, turn your clocks back,
Forward. Spring forward,
and fall back.
fall back.
So turn your clocks ahead 1 hour.
Is it feed a fever, starve a cold? Or starve a fever, feed a cold?
I don't know. I never get either one.
You never eat either.
And so, okay, so.
What's that? March. Sunday.
So,
whatever March.
Now this weekend, there's a couple of things left to do.
That is.
You can go see the play Aunt Rainey. It's the final closing weekend.
Aunt Rainey was
It's an original play by Tom Smith, who's
cinematographer
the-
that worked with Adolf Hitler.
Adolf. Right. So, very interesting play about about art. Should art be destroyed? Should art be saved? At what cost? I highly recommend the play.
You
It's
highly?
I do.
Highly?
Highly.
Hitler? Is that...
It's at the University Theater. This final closing weekend
Adam
tonight and
Tom
tomorrow
Smith
night.
wrote it.
That's
And
right.
also the One Act Play Festival is at the Black Box Theater.
I think
And
there's 4 one-acts they're doing.
there are 4. One's a 4-minute one that I hear is hilarious. There are 2 by Christopher Durang, and then Joe Denk is in the Mammoth play, Duck Variations. It should be good. Durang is great. Mammoth's great. I heard all 4 plays.
Looking forward to
Gotcha.
seeing that. That's this weekend at the Black Box Theater. That's all the time we have this week. Thanks for joining us right here on Double Talk.
Happy Lent.